And it's been a little bit since I've had an opportunity to work on the El Camino. I mean, last time you guys seen me, all I did was really just take it out for gas, clean it up a little bit, and got a little bit of time to go out here and replace the dash. I'm excited about it. You know, I got to get some more power in this thing. Papa says this thing's got plenty of power. His perspective of what power is and my perspective of what power is are not the same. My goal, once I have it all painted, cleaned out, I'm gonna swap the, clean the interior, do the headliner, do the weather stripping. Once I have everything done, I wanna drive it to Wichita. Once it's got the engine swap and all that thing here, and just hand them back the keys. All right, y'all, so here is where the fun really starts to begin. Not when you lock yourself in. We're back at it. We're here. I ain't seen this thing in months. It's sitting in the garage. Stink bugs on it. Yeah, there we go. Lights in the footwell. Come on. Let's see what we got. Caballero on deck. Protect your neck. This has got to go. Shoot, y'all already know. See, this is one of the things I love the most. Obviously, I love this car, for what it means. But come on, man. The goofy little change purse with the key in it. This is like my favorite. I love this stuff, man. It's funny, man. You already know what time it is. We ain't got no radio. This is the stuff you find out as soon as you cut. I want to go pull this to see if I can charge my phone. Boom. Here you go. Easy access. Let me pull that out of there. That's why we're here today, man. We here to pull this dash. It needs love. It needs love. Whatever, let's go get this other dash. That's the next thing. Throw this hood on. Alright, so I don't know how long I've been at this, but I'm starting to come to the conclusion that what my grandfather told me was the replacement dash wasn't actually the dash at all. It was just a dash cover. So I done spent all this time trying to take parts of things apart. Broke a bunch of stuff. Broke a bunch of stuff, but it's been outside for a long time. Regardless, the conclusion I've come to is that this was a cover, not a freaking replacement dash. So I was doing a whole bunch of unnecessary work. I'm just really irritated. Basically, I'm gonna try and connect. I'm just gonna try and set it on there. I'm gonna have to put adhesive on the back end. I'll worry about that later. I'm so irritated right now. I just don't even know where to start. I'm gonna try and set this part on here, get this part set, put the glove box back on, put the faceplate back on, gather up my feelings and go home. This is really the second time I've been in this car and driving on the highway from Kansas City, Missouri to Kansas City, Kansas. But like my grandfather said, he said, you just put some gas in the grandson, it'll go. And he ain't lying. This is where our story today really begins. Just getting this cleaned up. You see, it still got all the junk in it from sitting outside of the garage for however long. So we're gonna get ourselves prepped up and ready to go. Clean is the name of the game. You can see a little bit over here, hopefully. You can see where I started with the wire wheel, and that's made tremendous progress. The biggest thing is cleaning off the surface rust. So that's today's project, so I'm gonna get going with that. I'm getting to the point now where we're going to take the parts that we have, we're going to take it to the engine builder and just let him do what he can do. We'll find out what I'm missing. I believe I have a good starting place. I know I got the block, heads, intake. The real question is what gaskets am I missing, smaller bolts, things of that nature. A lot of this was just kind of piecemeal together. Went ahead and bought a sloppy stage 2 truck cam. Of course, we're gonna do the turbo build, so that'll go along well. 706 heads. Went ahead and bought a new timing chain. It's a lot that we got in here. This is the oil pan that I was given, but I don't know if that's gonna fit with the El Camino, but I'm gonna take it anyway, just for a mock-up.
Yes, sir. Wasn't nothing wrong with my truck. I had tore my truck up.
Nah, Papa, we doing big things. We being big things. You should proud to be a part of it. It's gonna be great. Put it in there.
I don't want to drive it, but I said, already sitting back in the seat. I don't need nothing going on faster than that, because I wouldn't, y'all want all this faster than fast. Fast is fast enough. Y'all want faster than fast.
Yes, sir.
Well, everything went well. The resurfacing went well. The honing went well. The pistons cleaned up good, as you know. The only thing that I ran into when I put the crankshaft in and put the main caps on, everything was fine until I torqued the mains, and then the crankshaft would stop. It would not turn. So I took the crankshaft back out and took the pistons back out and took the bearings off of it, and then put the caps on bare in their numerical sequence to find out these caps didn't come with this block. And the guy that sold them to you was he was either being untruthful and putting the wrong caps on, or he was too stupid to know you can't do that. anything's possible. So then I took it on Wednesday to Lenexa and line honed the main bore, and then when I brought it back and I put this crankshaft in it, gosh, it turns like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And then I found out the pistons were sticking out, and so it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm going to take this one back apart this weekend and get the other crankshaft put in it, and hopefully that should be all there is to it.
Yeah.
So far so good. How's the thrust? Oh, that feels pretty good.